Alright guys, so I am going to do a trade here. I did attempt one. So I am going to trade for Nick Foles after Russell Wilson gets injured. And he's going to be out for a while. So I end up trading 2 third-round picks. I had 2 for the next year. So I still am going to have full draft picks this year. And then I trade a 3rd-round pick from 2021. And then I also give up Morris Claiborne. But we are going to be able to get Nick Foles. Welcome back to the Seahawks franchise. We're going to be taking on Cincinnati. This is going to be our second of another straight road game. We've already played one and we lost to Arizona in a tough game. Nick Foles is going to be leading our team after doing a trade. We give up 2 third-round picks and a cornerback. And we're going to be coming in here led by Nick Foles. I really feel like he's going to give us a better chance to win than any of our other backup quarterbacks. So let's go ahead and get into the game here. Alright, the Bengals are going to be let out by A.J. Jensen, one of the top cornerback prospects from the draft. Already an 83 overall, and he's having a great year so far as Giovanni Bernard fights forward for 6. Keep in mind also we did switch back to that 4-3, so keep that in mind. I'm also going to try to keep a double team on A.J. Green every play. Oh, and they got a man deep, and he's got it! Cordell Patterson breaks a tackle. That's another straight week. Shaquille Griffin's got burnt on the deep route. This time it's by the speedy Patterson. Our pass rush has stepped up of late after switching back to that 4-3. And he's just going to pass it to Eifert here for a nice little gain. Our pretty big play here, 3rd and 4. Jensen is going to take the snap, and it's going to be a screen pass. And Bernard breaks a tackle. And he's going to get the first down. What an effort and what a fight there by Bernard. It's going to be a 2nd and 10 after a false start. They're going to line up in the strong zone. They're going to play action it. And Jensen just going to toss it down here. And gets a few yards there just on the check down. Seattle having a little bit of a stand here towards the goal line. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Jensen under center. Takes a snap and finds A.J. Green for the touchdown, who gets a nice release and just marches down the field on Seattle and scores quite convincingly. So we are going to be let out here by Nick Foles, just acquired. We'll see what he can do after Russell Wilson goes down with a devastating injury. We'll see what he can do as he's just going to check it down to McBride for a little gain. He definitely might have to try and win some games with his arm, and that's what I'm most scared of here. As I'm just going to fire it deep, and I should have one-on-one coverage, and Tyler Lockett comes up with the grab. What a throw by Nick Foles. And that's exactly why I went out and got Nick Foles. I was hoping for plays like that. He is great in those type of situations as Chris Carson gets the edge, but doesn't get anything. Gonna line up empty, and we all know this Cincinnati defensive front is no joke, and I might have the tight end. Oh no, that's Obregon. He comes up there clutch. Obregon getting another touchdown, and he's already off to a great start as a rookie. Just over the middle, it was wide open, and we're gonna be knotted up here early in the 1st. So far, the rookie quarterback has just shredded us in every way possible. I mean, he's hit some dots on us, and he has a quick release as well, so it's really tough. They're going to run it here with Bernard, and he doesn't get much that time. It's going to be a 3rd and 13 here. Pretty tough. Seattle has some nasty pass rushers in this situation, and the pass is just going to be incomplete there, and Seattle's going to get the ball back after a quick 3 and out. Well, I'm not going to hold back on the passes. I'm just going to let Nick Foles try to win this game, and we'll see if he can, as that's going to be intercepted. That's a horrible throw by Nick Foles there. Jackson picks it off, and we all know he's a ball hawk. And that was just supposed to be a quick out route there, and Nick Foles just misses it, and misses it badly. So a quick turnover for Seattle here. It's going to be a 1st and 10. They're going to motion it. Jensen's going to roll out, and he gets sacked. Cam Chancellor with the sack. 3rd and 16, a pretty tough play for Cincinnati, but we'll see what they can do as they're just going to fire it, and Shaquille Griffin intercepts it. And just 2 turnovers by each team right there, and it's ugly already here in Cincinnati. I do like to use a lot of gadget players, and for me, Tavon Austin is going to be my gadget player. I'm going to use him in the backfield a lot, and I'm going to put him on this stretch play, and we know he has amazing speed for a running back. He's going to be able to pick up about 16 yards there. 1st and 10. Going to roll out here with Nick Foles, and I'm just going to have to toss it down. And that somehow almost gets intercepted, but Nick Foles is able to complete that pass there. I'm hoping I didn't waste 2 third-round picks here on Nick Foles. I'm hoping he can buy me some time until Wilson gets healed up. So we'll see if it's going to be a waste, as I'm just going to toss it here to McBride, who's able to hang on to it in traffic. One thing about Nick Foles is he does have a pretty good deep ball, so you can usually count on him making that. As I'm just going to toss it deep here for Obregon in the end zone. And it's intercepted, but they call him out of bounds. To be honest, I'm not too crazy about Foles' short accuracy, but his medium and deep accuracy is decent. I'm just going to hit the tight end here. He's able to hit a net there easily over the middle. 3rd and 8, it's going to be a pretty big play of this drive. And we'll see what's going to happen as I'm going to throw it, and Tyler Lockett is going to split between 2 defenders and get a great gain. So it's going to be a 1st and goal. 2nd quarter is here. We're going to try to pound in with Rashad Penny. Breaks the tackle and nearly gets into the end zone there. What a play and what a fight by Penny. 3rd and goal. Cincinnati's lining up close, and I'm just going to check it down to Rashad Penny. And they had nobody on him, and that's going to be another touchdown for Foles. Already up to 2 touchdowns in his first start. To be honest, I couldn't believe it cost me 2 third-round picks to get Nick Foles when Carson Wentz was the starting quarterback for the Philadelphia, as Bernard breaks a tackle but gets wrapped up there. 3rd and 13, pretty big play here. Jensen's just going to toss it to A.J. Green. He's able to stay on his feet but gets knocked out of bounds, and that's going to be another punt by Cincinnati. Tyler Lockett is going to go on the punt return. Tyler Lockett gets the touchdown, but I don't know if it's going to stand. There is a flag down. So after a great return by Tyler Lockett, we're going to be set up good. We actually had a touchdown, but it's going to get called back for holding in the back, but we're already in scoring range here, as Rashad Penny is not able to get much. Definitely not on the level he was a year ago. 2nd and 14, we're going to line up decently wide here. Going to step up, and we get sacked. Geno Atkins in there wreaking havoc, and we know all too well he can do that. Cincinnati in a wide front here. Definitely don't like this, as I'm just going to have to get outside the pocket and throw it. And that gets caught somehow by Rashad Penny, and he nearly gets the first. Deflects it and then catches it. Try to make it a 2-score game here early in Cincinnati, and we drill it. We're going to get a 10-point lead here. Cincinnati's going to get another chance here. They've punted their last 2 drives. They're going to hand it off to Bernard, and the running game just has not worked for them. The Seahawks defensive line is just quite ferocious. To be honest, I know it definitely is questionable putting a lot of money in my safety core, but I mean, we have some nasty safeties with Cam Chancellor and Landon Collins. We have pretty much the elite of the elite at the safety position, as Landon Collins now gets a sack. So both safeties showing their worth, coming up with the sacks here. 3rd and 16. What can Jensen pull up here, the rookie? And he's got all day, but he fumbles the ball on a monster hit. And Cameron Wake, I'm pretty sure, recovers it. That was a nasty hit. Go ahead and take a look again. Jensen's just minding his own business, and then here comes the ferocious Cameron Wake there. Does he pick it up himself? He does. He gets the sack and then recovers the fumble himself. What a play. So another turnover by Cincinnati, and it's going to be costly this time. Obregon here is going to be on the end around, and he's got a lot of speed. We know this. He breaks a tackle, and he scores. He shows he can do it all. He's got a catching touchdown and now a running touchdown. And this rookie is really coming on early in the year. Cincinnati's going to come back out again, and they have just been struggling badly here. But they have some offensive firepower, so I'm surprised. Still have A.J. Green and Tyler Eifert. And Bernard, they're trying to hand it to him on first down, and it's just not working out. It leaves them in these tough situations where they have to get some chunk plays, and I'm just blitzing them, and they're not being able to really handle it. The rookie is under a lot of pressure as Jensen gets sacked again by Frank Clark. And we are all over the quarterback here. So it's almost like the exact same thing. It's 3rd and 15 again. Jensen is going to be in the gun. A tough ask by any rookie quarterback. And he's just going to fire it to Bernard. And that's going to be well short of the first, and they're going to have to punt it again. Cincinnati is struggling badly. 1st and 10. Nick Foles has played well so far. We're going to hand it off to Penny. Don't give him a chance. And he's got some open room. Makes a guy miss. And he's got a lot of speed. And he just falls out of bounds. That was a touchdown if he kept his balance. That's insane how fast Penny is in the open field. It's going to be a 1st and 10 here. Cincinnati lining up quite close. And I'm just going to throw it deep. The fullback is going to be open. Tavon Austin. Our fullback there, I had that all planned up, put him on that route, and they just left it wide open, and we're leading big here early in Cincinnati. And Nick Foles already up to 3 touchdown passes on the day. I honestly can't believe how badly we are beating the Bengals here. They're going to go empty, though, with Jensen, and he's just going to fire it to Cordero Patterson, the speed threat. Cincinnati is going to need to put up some points. Field goals are not going to help them much. They're going to need to get some touchdowns if they want to get back in this game. Jensen's going to play action it, and he's got all day in the pocket. And he's just going to float it towards the sidelines. And Tyler Boyd comes up with the toe drag swag when they need it the most. 1st and 10, Jensen in the gun. After a great pass by him, they're just going to throw it to Boyd, and he comes up with a grab. 1st and goal. To be honest, Jensen hasn't played the worst. I mean, I know he has a fumble and an interception, but his receivers really aren't helping him out, trying to get open a lot, as you can see here. Look at that. Will Ty there just drags the toe, and they're going to get a touchdown, and it's going to be a 31-14 game. I mean, so we've seen a little bit of everything so far this game. The threats, you're seeing them. I mean, Tavon Austin, the speed threat. Rashad Penny with his speed. Some of the Obregon, the rookie, as Chris Carson's just going to power forward here for 4 tough yards. Tough situation for Seattle with their new quarterback here in Nick Foles. We'll see what he's going to be able to pull together. And I'm just going to toss it here to McBride, and he comes up with the grab. The sure-handed McBride makes a tough one. A new set of downs here right before the 2-minute warning. I'm just going to toss it to the running back, who's going to have a lot of room. We know his speed. And we're at the 39, and that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10 here. The quarter is winding down here. Got Tavon Austin in the backfield, and I get sacked. Read the coverage wrong, but Preston Brown is going to be in there for a sack, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 18. Definitely don't want the hits to start piling up on Foles, but we'll go ahead and see what happens here. This is no easy task, as that might be a dart. And Tyler Lockett comes up with the grab, and I'm going to call a timeout. Tyler Lockett making a tough grab in traffic. 2nd and 10 here. Going to take the snap in the gun, and I'm going to fire it. No, that was a horrible throw. I was looking for the comeback route, but he just threw it deep.
Defense.
But they're going to call PI there. We're going to get the ball at the 5-yard line on the goal. 1st and goal. We're going to be in a tough spot as they get a monster pass rush on us. Monsterish. I'm going to run it with Nick Foles. And Nick Foles is going to run it in for the touchdown. You don't see that often. Oh, and they're dishing something out here. They're dishing out the dubs, I guess. Nick Foles having a monster debut with a rushing touchdown and 3 first-half passing touchdowns. Looking to be a good one. So Cincinnati just ran the clock out there. It's going to be the start of the 3rd quarter. We do get the ball to start. Let's go ahead and see if we can keep up our dominance here. Going to motion Obregon for a fake end around. I'm going to be under pressure and thankfully just get it away. I did have open Baldwin, but it just gets deflected. I feel bad for our interior defensive lineman having to try to stop Geno Atkins. We all know how good he is. As I'm just going to toss it here to Vanette, who's able to make a grab, but gets drilled hard after it. Going to roll empty again, 1st and 10. They're going to blitz it. I'm going to hit Baldwin, and he breaks a tackle, and we get another 1st down. We're moving effortlessly. Oh, 2nd and inches, actually. So 2nd and inches, we have already put up 38 on the Bengals, which is quite surprising. And Chris Carson has a monster opening there. And you can give that one to the offensive line. Look at the holes we're getting to run through. 3rd and 11. It's going to be a rough play here, a rough play. And I'm just going to pass it. And Obregon's going to come up with the high ball. And Nick Foles finds him there and redeems himself for missing that last pass. So 1st down, and Cincinnati has got to try something. Because nothing's working. Rashad Penny with a lot of room. Gets a lot of yards there. And he's already up to about 50 yards on the day. Averaging 5 yards a carry. So it's going to be a 2nd and 13 here. Going to pass it to Obregon. Who's going to be wide open. And we know he has speed. And he gets a few yards there. Close to the 1st down markers. 2 yards short. It's going to be a tough 3rd and 2 against this defensive line for Cincinnati, but we're going to see if we can run it against them. Oh, and we get stuffed. No, McBride is injured. Well, we are going to go for it here. 4th and 1. We're going to try to power our way through, and Chris Carson gets it, and a lot more. Gets brought down at the 4-yard line. Dislocated ankle. Injuries are piling up. That's a rough one. 2nd and goal here. I'm going to motion out Austin. And I get sacked by Vigil. We had no time there. 3rd and goal here. We're going to see if we can get a touchdown. I don't know, though. I don't know. That's going to be a tight spot, and it's intercepted by Vontaze Burfict. That was a tight window. I thought I could have fit it in there, but we get picked. That was such a long drive to not get any points. That's disappointing to say the least. It's going to be a 1st and 10, though. They're going to play action it. And the pass is broken up by Shaquille Griffin, intended for Patterson. 2nd and 10 here. We're going to hand it off to Bernard, and he has a lot of speed and gets an edge. And he gets brought down for the first, his best run of the day. It's going to be a 3rd and 10. Let's go ahead and see what the Rook can do here. And he gets sacked immediately. Nazir Jones in with this pressure. And this Cincinnati offensive line is not holding up. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for us here. Let's see what we can get as I'm just going to... Oh, that was nearly intercepted. I don't know why I thought that linebacker was fading out there. So a 3rd down for Seattle. Can they convert it? I'm going to pass it here to the edge. And we do not get the conversion. It's going to be a quick 3 and out by Seattle. I don't know, dude. I gave up 2 third rounds for Nick Foles. I just don't know if it was worth it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. We're going to hit Eifert here, though, and that's going to be a massive hit. They still have time to come back. They still do have a lot of time to come back here. It's nowhere near the game being over, so I expect them fully here to try to get the ball down the field in a hurry. And I'm there, but it was too late. I thought I was going to be able to pick that. But Jensen picks me apart there. After a false start, it's going to back them up to a 2nd and 9. They're going to go 4 wide here. Bernard in the backfield. Jensen's going to take the snap and hit John Ross. The first time we heard his name today. This game right here, this is going to be who is better in the trenches on offense compared to our defense. We'll see as they're going to fight for it and get the first. Our defensive line just didn't get the push that time. Cincinnati's keeping this drive going. It has taken a lot of time off the clock, though. I would be a little concerned if I was them. They're not moving the ball well. Oh, and Jensen runs right into Cameron Wake. It's going to be a long 3rd and 13 for Jensen. And he's going to roll, and he's just going to toss it to Bernard, who gets hit there by Shaquem Griffin for a nice tackle. And it's going to bring up a 4th down. They are going to go for the field goal here, and they're going to make it. And that's going to bring it to 38-17 at Cincinnati. Going to stay in the split formation again here. And going to motion out Vanette again and hand it off to Rashad Penny, who's able to fight forward there. So a 1st and 10 here. Gonna do a little play action and just gonna toss it down to Obregon. We know his speed and he catches it in stride. Obregon having a monster game. A receiving touchdown, a huge bomb there, and then a rushing touchdown. That's insane. The problem is, it's just when Obregon gets in open field, he's just too fast. Look how far off the cornerback is playing here. Just runs right by him. And then, I mean, it's just too late there. Gets brought down at the 2. Obregon is just a speed threat. First and goal here. Gonna fake it and try to run it in there with the fullback. And we only get a yard. Third and goal here. Gonna line up in the pistol. And I'm gonna throw it. And it gets tipped there at the line. Was going for Obregon. And I'm staying on the field here. 4th and goal from the 2. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. I'm going to hand it off to Rashad Penny. And he's going to cut inside and get the touchdown. I knew I was going to go for it there on 4th down, so that's why I tried to pass it on 3rd. And we're blowing the doors off Cincinnati. I mean, they're down a lot, and it's at this point, when do you take out your starters? Because this is a blowout at Cincinnati. Jensen Zoe's going to stay in, and they're going to do a little screen pass. It's going to be a 2nd and 7 for Jensen. They're going to line up tight here in the gun. And they're just going to pass it to Boyd. And nobody was there. And they're already at the 50-yard line. Jensen here going to line up empty. And he's going to throw it left to Tyler Eifert, who's able to possession catch it. It's going to be 3rd and 4 here. We'll see what Jensen can do as he's under pressure. And somehow Eifert catches that. That was a great grab. First and goal here for Cincinnati. And they're moving down the field, but it might be a little too late. Joe Mixon, though, jumps into the end zone. It's going to be a 2nd and 12 now. I'm just going to toss it to Baldwin, who's going to catch it on the curl route, and he fumbles it. How do you fumble it there, Baldwin? Oh, no. This could be a turning point for the worse. For the freaking worse. It's going to be a 1st down here, even after the holding call, and I'm just going to have to throw it. And I could not get it out. That could have been bad. It's going to be a 3rd and 10. Pretty big play for Cincinnati. We'll see what they can do. And I'm just going to toss it to the tight end, Vanette. Oh, that's so close. We are going to line up to go for it here. I'm going to see what I like and what I don't like. And I don't like this one bit. One freaking bit. I'm going to hand it off and see if we pick it up. And we do not. Questionable call there, but only 4 minutes left, so would see if I was going to go for it. Didn't work out. Now Cincinnati's going to have a chance here, though, to go down and score. And they're just going to toss it to Bernard, who gets out of bounds. So now a 3rd and 1 here. What is Cincinnati going to pull up? Jensen takes a snap, and he gets batted down by, I believe, Mike Hilton. One of our free agent acquisitions at the quarterback position. 4th and 1 and no choice. They are going to have to try to go for it here. We'll see what they do, and they're just going to hit Boyd. And he's going to be wide open. I did see Nazir Jones was shaken up, and that's definitely not what you want to see, though. He's one of our defensive tackle pass rushers. Jensen here is going to fire to Eifert. And he's going to get out of bounds. Man, things are not working out. 1st and 10, a lot of people are starting to get injured. It's definitely questionable as they're going to hit Eifert again. And he's just going to run in for a touchdown. Untouched. Going to try to test out Nick Foles here. 3rd and 6. Let's see if he can complete a throw in the clutch here. And we're going to find Vanette. And that is going to be a 1st down. It's going to be a 2nd and 9 here. We can just pretty much run out a lot of the clock if we get a 1st down. And that's what Chris Carson's going for. Cuts back inside and gets a great gain. And that's going to end the game. All right, so we are going to walk out of Cincinnati with a win. And that's going to be Nick Foles' first win on the year. Altogether, I think he played well this game. Russell Wilson definitely would have been better. Let me know if you guys think 2/3 was too much for him, and Morris Claiborne I did give up. I did have 2/3 for this upcoming draft, though, so I still have a full draft board this draft, and I gave up a future 3rd for 2021. So let me know what you guys think about that. We are going to walk out of here with the W, though. So if you guys are enjoying, make sure you hit that sub button, and please share this video with anybody that you know that might want to watch it, and I will greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out.